The 2013 divisional playoffs were wicked. The weekend started out with Denver hosting Baltimore, and what a game. T. Holiday returned the Ravens' first punt 90 yards to put the home team up 7 points. But then Joey Flacco comes out on the field, hits a streaking Torrey Smith for a 59-yard strike. Then Peyton comes out, throws a pick six to give the visitors the lead. After that, both QBs settled down, started sharing the ball a little bit better. Joe Flacco had 331 yards, 3 TDs in the games, 0 interceptions. Ray Rice ran the ball extremely well, 131 yards, 1 TD. Peyton was no slouch himself, 290 yards, 3 TDs, but had 2 interceptions. 15 different players on each team caught a pass, so they were spreading the ball around. It was amazing. But the finish was the best, all right? The best. Ravens are down 7. Under a minute to go. Joe Flacco, in the pocket, looking, bombs it deep. Jacoby Jones catches a 70-yarder, ties it up 35-35. Denver blown coverage. We're going to OT. In overtime, they're going back and forth. Defenses are playing well. Peyton Manning does his best Brett Favre impression. Throws across his body. Gets picked off by Corey Graham. Justin Tucker, the rookie kicker for Baltimore, comes in and nuts a 47-yarder for the W. Baltimore wins. Ray Lewis's last dance goes another week. Could make it to the Super Bowl. What a way to finish a career. Now, in the late game, just as good. San Fran beat Green Bay 43-31. It was just a shootout, pretty much. Green Bay was not ready for Colin Kaepernick, who went wild. He threw for 262 yards, two touchdowns, had a pick six early, but also ran for 181 yards and 2 TDs. Green Bay couldn't stop the run at all. Frank Gore had 119 yards and a touchdown, while Michael Crabtree caught everything. 119 yards and 2 TDs. Aaron Rodgers just couldn't match the San Fran's explosive offense. Sunday's games were just as good as Saturday's. Seattle visited Atlanta. Atlanta got out to a big first half lead, was up 20-0. Michael Turner was running the ball well. He had 98 yards. Jaquiz Rodgers had 64 yards as well on the day. But then in the second half, the Seahawks came to play. In the third, they scored 7 points, and in the fourth, they exploded. Outscoring Atlanta 21-3, capped off by a Marshawn Lynch 2-yard TD run to put them up 1 point. So under a minute to go, Matty Ice starts moving the ball. He will not be denied a playoff win this year. First, he hits Harry Douglas for 22 yards, and then the ageless wonder Tony G for a 19-yard gain. Gives the ball to Matt Bryant for the field goal. He nuts a 49-yarder. Falcons win 38-28. Russell Wilson had a great rookie year. He had a great final game. Threw for 385 yards, 2 TDs, and ran for 60. His favorite targets on the day were Zach Miller, 142 yards and a TD, and Golden Tate with 103 and a TD. Matty Ice was beautiful, had 250 yards, 3 TDs, but 2 INTs. Going to have to bring those back if he wants to beat San Fran. And then Roddy White was his favorite target, 76 yards, 1 TD. And Tony Gonzalez had 56 yards and a touchdown. The final game of the day started out close, but then in the end, the Pats just smashed Houston 41-28. Brady was darn near perfect. He threw for 344 yards, 3 TDs, 0 interceptions. Wes Welker was his favorite target, 131 yards, as Stephen Ridley had 82 yards and a touchdown in the game. Schwab did his best. He threw for 343 yards, 2 TDs, but had an INT. And Arian Foster played well. He had 153 all-purpose yards. All wasn't good for New England, though, as they lose the Gronk, Rob Gronkowski, for the remainder of the playoffs. He re-injured the forearm. Moving forward, this Sunday, We've got Baltimore visiting the Pats in a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. And then Atlanta hosts San Fran. Enjoy the games, people.